Boy, this is a big one. It's probably the like
Oh, that's
most
a big
difficult.
loading screen.
That's gonna be the most difficult thing I ever streamed. All right. So
Scream, I just scrumped.
yeah. So I'm gonna start this game and I'll screen share it in a second. Go to scene. And I should move the chat to be at the top because it's gonna be covering up the text boxes. So like here, I guess. And we did check before the stream that everything should be working, and hopefully volume mixing is gonna be fine. So
I hope my mic
yeah.
is fine. The other day I was having an issue where it kept like fading out.
I kinda can hear it, but it's not a problem really.
I can turn the gain up, hang on.
I've been waiting a long time to do this. So before I even start, just for the sake of like VOD watchers or anything, I'm playing with a mod that changes the character names to their like original pre-translated names. So instead of like Sherlock Holmes, you have just Sherlock Holmes. And I think there's a bunch of other names that got changed.
Turned up the gain on my mic, I hope it's better.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
I'll just lower your volume a little bit. If I can. I'm not sure how to do this.
God. Why do I still have Xbox open? Go away.
And then I have to like... I can't access your user volume unless I turn off my screen share.
Funny.
So like 140. 150 was a little too much, I think.
150.
Actually, I can do 150. Maybe even 160. Okay.
Wow.
There we go. Just many times we're already getting bangers like damn. Yeah, this game has a lot of good music. I tried to make the audio to my mic balance as adjusted as possible. So yeah, I'm going into this, I guess, semi-blind. I watched like a playthrough of the first game like several years ago, but that was a fan translation and this is official, so it's kind of new but not really the same. I did play a little bit of it just to check if it would even be possible to stream this. So yeah, I'll have to be... Yeah, I'll just do a new game. So yeah, this is 2 games. Yeah.
This is a game.
Yeah. Right, so let's just do a new game. And I guess you select adventure is just like select a case. Right. It's just not delay because we don't have that much time, and these are long cases. Everything's fine for you, right?
Yeah.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting.
Isn't that great? But I can just watch the stream.
What happened to the screen share?
It's the quality keeps dropping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Could you... I forgot if your bandwidth can support both streaming and 180p and screen sharing in that quality.
Yeah, I'm doing 720p on screen share for you.
Yeah. Like, it's mostly fine, but every couple seconds or so it drops to like 240p.
I can't really do lower than 720. Sorry, there's really nothing I can do about that.
I'll look at it on the
But yeah, first case,
if I miss anything, I can just look at the stream, like
yeah,
stream.
And we're already being accused of murder.
Let's go!
Let's go, gamers! We're getting accused.
Yay!
Going to jail.
Go murder! I love murder. I feel like the quality issue will probably be better, like, will better, but like it won't be as much of an issue in the actual game. It's just the cutscenes itself.
Yeah. Fucking great.
Moving shit.
I'm supposed to be reading the text, right?
You can if you want.
Yeah, how can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? I'm not really good at voice acting, I'm just saying this outright.
That's okay.
Bailiff. What? Oh, nothing. Savior glares, murderer.
Wow, we're starting off strong.
Sorry. Oh boy. Japanese names. It's gonna be a problem. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. For him, I'm just gonna do my normal voice.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go insane if I don't.
Self-insert.
3 days ago, I found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident, and now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough. Oh, that's... Maybe you can voice him, actually, if you
I don't know
want.
who that is.
He's important.
He's important. Is he like Edgeworth? But
Not exactly. He's like your friend.
oh, he's like our friend. Okay.
Yeah, it's like your co-counsel.
I don't feel confident voicing him.
Oh, okay.
He's too stern looking.
He's not obligated to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities, look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. I hope I didn't just pop the mic there.
Nah.
This is what I was saying with like the character screen being like a mix of investigations and like the traditional like face-on view.
Yeah.
I like this guy already, thanks random lawyer. And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. Jesus. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. God, you suck. Kazuma. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Canadian.
Sorry, what?
You must be Canadian.
He must be Canadian.
I'm
Yeah.
Canadian, I'm allowed to make that joke.
Yeah. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. I feel so dumb doing this, but it's fun.
Nah, we'll get used to it. There's like only 3 characters at the moment.
I never RP'd before.
This is fail RP, I'm calling the admin!
Then there's nothing to worry about. Strain yourself up, hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Like that.
Kazuma Asugi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. I'm sorry if I butcher any names. I'm not really good at pronunciation of
I'm not
Japanese.
gonna be good at it either.
Yeah. He's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer, impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean
self-aware.
much, yet. He said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Thought it was like a DLC screen for a second. Congratulations, Kazuma. Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. It's a lot of words. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. She's now still in this university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. And I have a few seconds of stream left. Oh, damn. There's a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. I read this already. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring change in our legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. I want to see the British. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better get going. Be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea, after all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Partner.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could give him an engineer accent. It was straight after that.
That there was just ugly.
That there is just a sad display, boy. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. It's very windy in this hall.
Who the fuck is this?
Asugi, may I have a word? Oh, that's...
Oh, I can do her. I'll do her.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Kasugi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. Gamers girl, yes.
Let's go.
To His Excellency's chambers. Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense of this trial was a sudden decision. Jonah J. Jameson.
Yeah, dude.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Do that voice for him.
I don't know who that is. I'm not educated.
That's Peter Parker's boss from Spider-Man. He's the
I've never.
He's the one that's like, get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Is he like who's like the guy who laughs when he says, "Can you pay me in advance?"
Yeah, that's him. You serious?
He has like a raspy voice. You serious?
Yeah.
You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Is that all right?
I think so. I didn't watch much of that movie. That sounds fine.
It seems there may be some confusion about the procedures today as a result. Who is this man? He's also Cave Johnson.
Who can get this man?
I could do Cave Johnson.
Johnson? Oh, true.
I feel as though I've seen him at the university before. I see. I'll go at once then. Right. Go ahead.
I shall accompany you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Alright then, Ryunosuke, I'll see you in the courtroom. They're looking at you. Yes, thanks, Kazuma.
POV, you are gay. She gonna do that after every
very polite.
conversation?
They're very polite.
I forgot what her name was.
Staring at you. Ugh, this is awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, yes, that's right.
Nobody, like, no normal person says someone's name this much in a conversation. Jesus Christ.
This is just how Ace
It's like they
Attorney
want
goes.
people reading out the dialogue. It's like they want people reading out the dialogue to stumble on
know
the
how many times
pronunciation of the name.
Yeah, you know how many times in fucking Ace Attorney there's just like a single line of dialogue that's just Edgeworth.
Yeah. God.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
My name is Markiplier.
My name is Markiplier.
I misread he's the inspector as he's the imposter. He's sus.
He says, Asuki has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Huh. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asuki has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
Wow, harsh.
Jesus. What? Oh, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asugi may have chosen not to tell you. What? He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand, why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade him to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true, nevertheless. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that would lead to a conviction. Right, so...
Just don't lose, Forehead.
Yeah, just win. As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. The question will be, will you marry me? I do.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire? You get $1 million. But will the question be? Surely not.
$1 trillion.
Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant?
Whack his pee-pee!
Cohost is about to begin. Whack your pee-pee at once. God.
Oh boy.
Ah, it would seem that our superfluous discussions are to be cut short.
I don't even know how to pronounce that one.
So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asugi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? You want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Wow.
This game is so mean.
Everyone hates you. It's like you're Apollo.
Actually, yeah, it's like...
This is it. This trial goes badly. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. Wow,
like
bro,
how he was
kinda.
more worried about his friend.
Yeah, and so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. I need to open a window or something. Wait.
He's slowly zooming on the doors.
Yeah, it's like infinitely zooming in.
I wonder how close it would get if you just let it there.
Yeah. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny.
There has Kazuma.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a second.
White Kazuya. I had to plug my phone in.
Hey. Oh, that's probably too loud, hang on. Never mind. I was gonna have a fan,
Damn it,
but
defendant guy.
that was very loud, probably.
It wasn't that loud.
He's the lawyer. Supreme Court of Judiciary, Courtroom 2. So
He's got such big eyes.
Yeah, so this is a courtroom.
Wait to know you guys.
He's just afraid.
He's just like me.
Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. Give me a second. I need to do something. God. 1 second. Just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
A few seconds.
Ugh. Had a seaweed incident. Why is the defendant div membrane? It's
Right.
true.
Okay, I'm back. I don't like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military on our uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded this be a secret trial. Secret trial? Trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time, but for now... You need to concentrate, Rinosuke. It's about to begin.
Oh God.
The court will now hear the trial of Rinosuke Naruhodo.
This music.
The prosecution...
Oh, I'll read.
Oh.
Can I read for this guy?
Yes.
He's like, what's his fuck? Yeah.
He's like Toad.
Winston Payne from
Yeah.
the first game? Yeah, alright.
It's like Pain from
How
all
did
the
he sound?
games.
He was like,
It's like, objection!
yeah, he's like a little, yeah, he's like Toad, alright. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. This is probably gonna get really annoying.
Yeah. As is the defense.
Not him, fuck me, not Payne.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
His eyes.
Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant.
Oh no.
But then if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Answer I do. God. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who would advocate for his defense.
Yes.
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 I do. What is the meaning of this outwardly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Rinosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Whoa, can you do that?
You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Rinosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. Don't say that.
Uh-oh, ooh.
No, it's not that, really.
Bro,
It's just that...
it's a little gay.
Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I know that's how you'd feel. It's exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Got his head stuck in a rigatoni.
God. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
I like his voice. Make no mistake, counsel. God, I'm burning for these water bottles. This merely shows that the defense...
Like Tyler won.
Yeah, the defense's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo? Fuck me, this is buffering. You can try to lower your quality, because I think Twitch allows me for the stream.
Yeah, it let you have the special flag.
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's
you
a
can see
complete
the
blank.
Phoenix right.
Yeah.
You can tell he's Phoenix right ancestor.
Yeah. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Try not to look so befuckled. Come on, Naruhodo. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
I'm gonna BRB for a second. I
Okay.
need to get some more
What, you
water.
can leave it BRB on the screen of him fanning himself.
Yeah. I'll go to a BRB
Okay.
screen, but yeah, I need to get some more water for this.
Okay.
Yeah, one moment. Alright.
His biggest fan is himself.
Okay, sorry. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judiciary of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear? Defended Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? It's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes!
Mars is gay.
Yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Oh.
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank? You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that.
On your screen, you dummy.
You press the A button. Simple, you
Press
can
the
access
E
the court
button on your-
record with E, with a press of E.
Press the E key on your 16th century keyboard.
Yeah. If you ever on your typewriter. If you find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in here. Just have to press E for the court record. Alright. There's no time to lose. To wait for it to load, I guess. This is a list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with E. Find these about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. My head hurts.
So true.
We've been live for 36 minutes, Jesus. So remember, everything to do with the court case can be found in the court record. Yeah, okay. I didn't actually check, hang on 1 second. I must prove I'm a student at the Empire Yuma University. I wear it on the collar of my uniform jacket. Oh, I can't use arrow keys.
Okay.
Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. It's probably important. Space to examine. I can also click. Okay. Victim.
It's like the most British name ever.
John H. Watson. You know who Watson was,
Male
though,
British.
right? British male. Time of death 19th November, shortly after 2 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet fire at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma, no exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body.
So it's still in his body, probably.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to people. Okay, Kazuma Asogi, he's my age.
He's your age.
Second year at the Imperial Yuma University, he's my best friend and, despite being a student, a qualified defense lawyer as well. Eugene Mikotoba, 42. Okay, finally we have like a, I guess, somewhat realistic age for these characters. Fucking Gregory was like 30 in investigations too.
Yeah.
A medical school professor at the Imperial University. He's an authority in forensic science, forensic medicine, and Kazuma's mentor. Taketsushi Auchi, 51.
I just get it. His
Yeah.
name is Ouchie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like Max Payne.
Yeah.
not Max Payne, fucking.
Lead prosecutor.
Winston Payne and Aspen Payne. I get
I
it.
think Auchi is also the Payne's Japanese name.
Yeah.
The lead prosecutor of this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes the cultural reformation has brought about. And John H. Watson, the victim of this case, who was a visiting professor of medicine at Yuma University from the British Empire.
And a character is white in this game. They really want you to know.
Very white.
He has like the most like British white appearance ever.
The most British skin.
Exactly.
Alright, let's continue. Everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Oh god. Now you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record and press R to present it. Try it now. Okay.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Watson. Or Dr. Watson as well. And Dr. Watson was like, in the books, that was like Sherlock Holmes' partner.
Yeah. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Yeah. Dr. Watson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yuma University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such a profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have signed a new treaty together with lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yuma University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education, have you no honor?
That's very good.
What if he had Homer Simpson?
But I didn't do it.
But I didn't do it. Meh.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers.
He's scared of upsetting England's fifis.
Jesus. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly, our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible.
You don't know who the fuck who did it, we don't care.
All because the victim was an Englishman.
See, British people ruin everything.
Yeah, yes, Dr. Watson was an Englishman. An Englishman, an Englishman, an Englishman, an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time, I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea, after all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
He just, like, evaporated out of here.
Yeah. Wow, the British Empire. It's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at the university, yeah. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. Should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Watson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Watson, lose his life? Stay before the
Spider-Man.
court. The cause of death is the Spider-Man. The cause of death. Well, obviously that was a shot. Every assertion was backed up by evidence. By evidence, but how? Find a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. I'm pretty sure it's this.
Show your badge to him.
God, the
But you
badge.
can be the history too.
Yes!
Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. God, I need to BRB for a second again. I'm sorry. I'm just like...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right, okay.
Let me read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes. That's right. That's the post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. There's a so-called
This is a
photographic...
so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. Photograph of the victim has been entered in the court record. That's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Never seen a photo before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. God. Detail is incredible. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. God, we've barely started and I'm already like tucked out from all the reading. I'm sorry.
I can read for some characters if you want.
Maybe. Maybe for the witnesses.
Yeah. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then. I think it may have worked out for what the prosecutor had. May have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me, but that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Still act as your ass. Of course. But speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe bad. Ask Kazuma. Any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in...
Stop being nervous, forehead.
Only if you rein in that crazy head and control the cold stares first. God.
So mean. Alright, who's the first witness? Oh, okay.
This guy.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
We can try.
What kind of character is this
Of
guy?
course.
He's like a butler, right?
Yeah, like, of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. Alright, he's like a butler,
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
like a posh kind of voice.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Yeah, that's good.
I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Oh.
Ooh, it's bleeding.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, He's very pale.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's a good voice. Well, it really, really should.
I would be too. As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an
Occidental?
Occidental. An
Occidental.
Occidental eatery 3 days ago.
Understood. Hosonaga, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Please. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
There's hardly anyone else. Oh yeah, that fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Was that when they asked?
It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery.
I don't know why I keep cutting in. Bang.
That's okay. Gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair.
I don't know if you can see on the stream, but there's like a snow effect kind of on this picture. It's like kind of like like a photograph.
Yeah, like a... Standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes, that was me.
Yeah, that was me.
Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Why did I pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor? Why did you do that? I didn't shoot him.
Why would you do that, you dummy? Beacon, idiot.
Oh.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But... Next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defended Naruhodo. Don't worry, Rinosuke, you have your chance to fight back.
Do that, bitch.
For now, you must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. I see.
God, I was hoping he would say something more. Okay.
And apart from the accused, is there anyone else standing beside the victim?
A little bit of a robot there, but that's fine.
That's to the character.
Yeah, it was just like... your voice.
No.
No.
Yes. No one else around that table. This is English University.
God, what is going on with Discord? Okay, hopefully that gets better.
I hope so, yeah, Jesus.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table? What's the matter, Rinosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Watson to say hello... Oh, there was a woman sitting opposite of him at the table. Really? That's something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? God, he has evil glasses.
Yeah. Oh no, not the lady.
Yes!
Whatever, it's just a penalty. Just a moment, please. Dr. Watson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it, there was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me, what are we going to do with you?
I should like restart the Discord call or something, hang on. Alright. It's gonna be better. Still kind of laggy. I don't know. We'll go for an hour and then I guess we'll call it for now.
Is it working right now?
It's skipping a little bit.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, maybe you try to disconnect.
Alright, one sec. I'll leave. I can't leave.
You can't leave.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Hello?
Is it any better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Also, I just realized his armband is the prosecutor's badge in the modern games, just as an
Oh, yeah.
armband.
Hang on a sec. Wait.
It's
Discord's fucked up. Can
what's
I
wrong?
see this? I clicked on the screenshot. It went to a little tiny thumbnail instead. Let me
Oh.
pop it out. Jesus, why is Discord the worst fucking program?
God, I can close
that.
the screen
I
share.
got it.
Okay.
Alright, fucking... With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
What?
Yeah, no shit.
No? I'm real lawyer. But I'm sure of what I saw. Oh, that's a good pose. Hasanagev, is there any
Imposing.
chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. My glasses are glowing.
He's got the anime glasses.
Your argument is invalid. It's
The
you.
diseased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it. Oh, okay.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to.
Ah. Yes. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume? That's right. Afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation.
However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Yes, as you can clearly see. All evil people die quickly, if only. Well, you're certainly a very conscientious waiter.
Conscientious.
Conscientious, yeah.
Yeah.
Conscientious is a different word entirely.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult word.
I wipe my blood.
Thank you, sir.
I wipe my blood at you.
I wiped my ass.
I wipe my ass in your general direction. The court will now take this file and add it to the court record as evidence. Well... Oh, what's wrong, bitch? Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court record officer at once. Of course. Here you are.
Here you are.
I'm fucking okay. What?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
When I was playtesting this, I got like further than this, and I was also voicing him, obviously, so I'm used to doing this.
Yeah, that's okay.
What is that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
It's dying.
I forgot to read that one. Okay,
That's
business
okay.
card.
It's fucking dying.
So, I T-pose.
The court has now heard a precis of the case. I have no idea how you actually meant to pronounce that.
Precis, maybe?
Precis, something like that.
I don't know. Yes, at the moment that the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we're looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court.
Let him die longer.
But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial.
Blech.
Prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
So you say. I don't believe you. What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
I think you were telling a little lie.
What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, if it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
No, you big dummy.
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Miktopoulos said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. So I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? Is that pussy? You're pussing out?
Are you fucking pussy?
The accused is in fact innocent. And a defense lawyer's duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Okay. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Oh god. He's scared. Defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Ah, there it is. There's the first finger point.
Here we go.
Then we'll see just how decisive the evidence really is. Slam that table.
Do that, bitch.
Indeed. Yeah, they really upgraded the visuals in these games versus the previous ones.
Yeah.
Prosecutor Aochi, please continue with the proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
I can be your angle or your devil. Ugh.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
Oh, hi, Duke Nukem.
Oh, that's...
The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
I forgot he does that with the fan.
Yeah.
It's like a classic Japanese thing, I think. Very well, officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Two witnesses.
Who's gonna be now?
I have 2 witnesses at the stand, I think.
Oh, okay. What the fuck are these?
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
I think I would have to... Okay, you can voice one of them if you want. I can voice him, I guess.
Yeah, alright.
Yes, sir, the great Nippon Imperial Army Surgeon Taizu Uzukamaru reporting for duty, sir.
I serve, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon.
That's great. And I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I don't either. and conduct my trade from Rasute, humble premises in the 2nd District. Sanmon Sono Higurashi at your service.
Wow, good job. The text box is barely fitting his name.
Yeah. Period is like almost outside of the barrier.
You have lovely earlobes. I've loved to puncture them.
Jesus.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
If the old man dies in the sentence, it goes,
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon.
He has words with many syllables.
Yep. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
I should make him more incomprehensible, I think.
No, it's fine as it is. We don't need to punish the chat. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds
I'm
like
already
he's a
finishing the chat with my
regular.
fucking ouchie voice.
La Carnival. Ouchies just exists to punish people. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
He can swindle.
Yeah, right, I see though, to be honest. That surgeon looks more like to be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other.
I imagine he like shouts every word.
Yeah. I'm almost sure I heard a strange voice during that last thing he said.
I thought I heard something that sounded like a fucking duck.
So this is the decisive evidence. The prosecution was threatening. Soldiers claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If
He's
I'm
been
honest,
uncomfortable since the beginning.
feeling a little fucky-wucky?
Oopsie.
I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. Blah. You stated everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Standing by to be ready to report, sir.
Sound like a baby crying.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
It's a great voice for him.
Thank you.
Witness testimony.
He looks like a breeze would push him over. Like if you breathed on him, he would just go, oh.
Oh, Timber. Oh, here we go. I was adjusting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine gold military gentleman.
His skill crumbles and dissolves. It's like that one, I think, only animation of the crystal. This crystal, it gives me you, so you must not touch it. If I touch it, I will die, so you must not touch it. Okay.
Why'd he bring that into court?
At that precise moment, that fireman was discharged. I observed the moment the enemy's actions with my own eyes. That black uniformed vastly cadet fired at the English civilian, and from the back the cowardly little vessel. Okay.
From the back?
Hold up. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
First of all,
Look at
the bullet
picture.
did not pass through the body.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, and he was the only wound is at the front.
Shot from the front. It literally says shot from the front.
You bitch.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
That's a cringe moment.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
God. A bit of a long testimony. Well, so you, Surgeon
It's gone out of the text
Uzukamaru,
box, what the
actually
fuck?
witnessed the vital moment. Maybe it's the translation I'm using.
Yeah, probably.
So the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. That cruel and unforgivable enemy. Oh, we have a
What
knife.
times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
Where'd he get that knife from?
Sir, this isn't...
Hold on.
This is a
Oh
courtroom.
man.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Rinosuke? Yes, all I did was...
Gaslighting him.
Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't.
Did you go?
All I did was pick
Are
up the
you
gun
sure?
that I saw lying on the floor. Oh yeah, and this is 18th century, so there's no concept of like fingerprints.
Oh yeah.
After I said hello to Dr. Watson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee.
Some coffee,
Cheetos,
Cheetos,
chicken. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed that Englishman made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting.
But he didn't hear the gunshot.
I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. Yeah, maybe he did. He just didn't mention it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang! Well, if that's the truth, there wasn't obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is?
Well, yeah, the fucking soldier said he shot from the front.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now!
As
Do
we
it
have
now!
heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty.
It's hurting my throat.
Yeah.
It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
If you're feeling like you can go on, we can also stop.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Just ouchie voice is probably very straining.
Yeah, I have to do it
That's
as
me.
annoying as possible.
Yeah. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt.
Vestige.
Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Yes.
Yes! He raises his hand so awkwardly.
What is the name of the What in the name of the emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
You're just jealous because you don't have a you don't have a boy with a
He
headband on
doesn't
your
have
side.
hair to tie back to the headband.
Yeah. Huh? How did he know?
Prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
Nice.
Defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Fuck, a voice crack at the worst time.
No, it's good.
Excuse me, everyone in court, you didn't hear that.
You were jealous you don't have a weird little boy with you right now.
Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Oh,
Kazuma is so commanding.
He's such a
He's
bossy
so
bitch.
hot. Very
Wow,
well.
You're so cool.
Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. You have to give the receipts. You didn't fire the gun, which means the soldier said what the soldier said has to be a lie. I'd even tell you it's the soldier's statement. Just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. I already went through one and a half liter water bottle, and I'm just like halfway through the second. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. I'm leaving, I'm hungry, yeah. Okay, have a good meal.
That's fair.
Slam! Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Don't let them beat your ass.
Pussy desk slam. Like he briefly looks at his
He just
hand
does
like
a little gay clap.
yeah, it's just like and then like he briefly looks at his hands like why didn't it slam?
Why didn't it make it? Why didn't it?
Why
didn't
wasn't
it do
I cool?
Like my best bro
Yeah.
does it.
God. Cross-examination. What the
Very.
witnesses saw. This one's gonna be very short. Yeah, we don't need to read this again.
That's fair. From the back, huh?
From the back, yeah. Present.
Yeah, yeah. Present.
Pretty sure it's the photograph.
Take the picture. Yeah, use the picture.
Yes!
Yes! He's not confident in objecting.
Oh, he's sweating.
Yeah. Shit. What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? Or maybe should I thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
He's seething and coping and molding.
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense? Oh, that's
What
you.
nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency.
I wonder what the kanji on his mouth, on his fan says.
On his fan? Yeah. I can't read it. I wouldn't know.
Imagine
There
if it
is
just,
no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
imagine if it says like bitch.
It says oof owie.
Yeah. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation, it couldn't be more plain. To spell
does
out
like
would
the
be an
edge
insult to the core, yeah, with 2
There's
fingers.
like the edge where finger
Yeah.
tap. He's so cool.
He's so awesome. He's looking at him. Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
What did you say? Check it later?
As you said, they were gonna check the fan, the kanji.
Oh,
of the fan.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic prints presented by the defense. There's a clear discrepancy here with the surgeon's statement.
What?
Nice. Surgeon Taizu Uzukumaru.
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 Something
Yes,
like
sir,
that, yeah.
what, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed vastly cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Did I say vessel last time? I think I did. Yes, sir, affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes.
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because...
I am large and pointing.
Because... Take a close look at the print.
He's so cool. His headband flies in the wind without any fucking wings
Yeah.
there.
He just like has a fan in the back of his head. The victim, Dr. Watson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. He's so Edgeworth. Surgeon, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
He jumped.
Oh,
Oh, there's a baby!
hide the child. Oh, I'm...
Jesus!
What the...
What the?
What was that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
I like that there was like a straining sound when he pushed it down.
Yeah. And it's just like a bone crackling.
Yeah.
So
Most
there's,
powerful baby ever.
there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Uzukumaru?
He's sweating.
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable.
He's got a baby carrier on his back? Oh,
Yeah. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What? That's you.
what?
Last testimony in the court has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Taizu Uzukumaru, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
Oh, that's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand quorum. Get his ass.
Get him!
Yeah.
You can see the baby now. I don't think if you could before.
Yeah.
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy. He like turned to him. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. He
They
said
said
it,
it.
boys. He said it.
They said it. Baby has a snot bubble.
Yeah. I just spray water all over my glasses. That university cadet there, he was pointing that firearm directly at the victim's back. What are you talking about?
Yes!
But I never fired the gun. I was pick it up off the floor. I mean, if he's saying you aimed it at his back and he was only shot from the front, shouldn't that mean that he didn't actually shoot him? Even if he pointed the gun at him for some reason.
And he said he didn't see it. He said he didn't see it.
Yeah.
I think he is telling a little lie.
He's telling a little lie as a treat. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
I was getting down on the floor.
I was getting
walking
down
the
and
dinosaur. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
hunting for treasure.
Sorry, what? His
Near
big
him.
eyebrows, they remind me of there's one Super Paper Mario character, like a Gramby. I don't know if you remember.
I don't know that one, but they look like teeth.
Yeah.
Like cartoon teeth.
Treasure.
Stolen treasure.
Oh, there's the teeth.
Indeed, the Hoyera Koban, my prized coin.
With teeth like that, he'd just be going like...
He almost broke his bottle, dude.
Yeah.
On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop restaurant.
I'm sorry that you mostly have to voice old people for now.
That's okay. Funny.
In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you.
On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my holy treasure.
Okay.
Believe that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my
God.
eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
Damn.
I have to remember how to do his voice.
The Koban vanished.
It's like the same, but just not with the old like... The
Not
Koban
really.
vanished!
Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
Oh, you heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hawaii treasure.
He kinda talks like Yoda. He did it, I did not. She did it, I did
I
not.
can't do a good... I can't do a good Yoda impression, otherwise I would try.
Steak consuming I was.
Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoy Corbin was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
He's looking away too.
Yeah. He's so guilty.
Guilty dog face. As I was sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Don't make promises you can't keep, bitch.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be
British.
unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Very not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Some Japanese saying, I guess.
Eyewitnesses have further testimony to make.
Oh boy. Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryanosuke Naruhodo.
Despicable me. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh.
Nice Minions reference.
Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. We will thoroughly
How many
explain the
times?
reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
It's like RuneScape music.
As clear as Kuriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir, at once, sir. Waiting signal to testify, sir.
Baby.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Uzukumaru's family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name? Kuromaru.
Urumaru. I think.
It would seem the straps are a sign of a sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Damn, get him.
Kuromaru. Attention! Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. Nice.
Oh my god, that's horrible. He's got the sergeant haircut and he's only like 1 year old.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Maybe we should give him, make him sound a bit more like a soldier from TF2.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
You must fight!
Zeus said that.
Sansu said that. I can do rasp though. It's not possible for
I
me.
can't do soldier either.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see.
Didn't he say he was like eating the steak before?
Said he was crawling around on the floor looking for his coin.
Yeah.
The sergeant was the one eating the steak.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. These testimonies are certainly compelling.
Just keeps interrupting him.
Yeah. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim,
Yeah,
Dr.
what about the
Watson,
lady?
wasn't alone at all.
No one else.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was one woman at this table. You must have seen her. Everyone must have seen her.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Ugh.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. Prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Council?
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place.
Hang on, is there anything weird about this photo? He's
no, I think
sitting
it's the same
away
thing.
from his steak for some reason.
Yeah.
I wanted to eat that steak. It looks like a good steak. It's like one of
Yummy.
those steaks they serve you on like a very hot plate.
Yeah, it is actually. Look, you
yeah.
can see it's got like the stone under it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's not. The other one's not in our evidence yet.
Yeah, I don't think I see it. Anything.
Certainly,
Based-
based on
based
the
on
appearance of, based on the appearance of this print, It would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. Court will add this new photograph evidence to the record. Add it to the court record. I don't understand what's going on here.
What's going on?
On. It's just not possible. Nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Doc Watson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to the Great Britain on time after all. Those testimonies we just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Ouchi, will have contributed to the unity of these two great empires is an honor.
Oh god.
He's got the Phoenix right pose.
Case 1 of his first game and he's already, like, despairing. How can this be
I don't
happening?
think Phoenix was despairing until, like, fucking Maya was kidnapped.
Yeah. Judge is ready to rule. It's ready to rule!
Rock and roll.
Stand tall, Rinosuke. It's not over yet. What? It's clear. If what you say is true, there's something wrong. Something going on here behind the scenes. Now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so
Rules
unbending.
can be so unbending at times.
Ugh.
What do we have to cross-examine here?
I forgot what the testimony was.
Well, you can go through it again.
They were talking so much.
That's fair.
Okay, the precise moment the fireman was discharged is almost the same thing. He's gonna have the foreign man he was at the young land, the black. That myself.
Did he really see it though?
That I myself did see. Hang on, I need to.
Kanji says sin. Okay.
Oh, okay. I need to see this floor plan. So he would be I can't see my cursor, but he would be sitting like he would be shot like when he's sitting. He would be either to the west or to the south, because he was
right
against the table. So Ryosuke would be like should be standing like in one of those two spots. Like there's a magnifying glass. Oh, okay.
I don't think it does too much.
I don't think this helps us here. See this other photo?
Yes.
Shit, I didn't mean to present it.
Oh god. You get a penalty, right?
As far as I can tell, there is nothing untoward about this evidence. But that... Put yourself together. You look as though your eyes are about to pop out of your head. I can't help that. It's just my look.
It's just how it is.
I should like save probably. Just in case. Yeah, let's save over this. Because that was my previous one.
Yeah, fair.
Present.
Which part of the testimony has got
Okay, and don't press R in this. I wish I could just press court record to be safe from this. Examine. Right, okay. I can see here.
Yummy steak.
Tasty.
Yummy steak.
This fork is like clean. I don't know if that's just an illustration or not.
It is. I'm not sure.
Notice the steak. We were the only personnel present. Was the Englishman dining all by himself? The black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Okay.
Hmm.
What do you think, Rinasuke?
Shouldn't be half needed to die. Well, I think he was eating, and then Rinosuke came
Yeah.
over to.
I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect the witness statements to be full of holes every
Just
time.
calm down, forehead.
It's like each time I try to tease information out of them first.
Okay.
I have to press them. Or present against each of the witness statements. Yeah, okay. I think one of the soldier statements I should press.
Play the
Make it
soldier,
more
because he said
details.
Soldier said he saw it, and then he said he didn't see it, and then he said he saw it again.
He said it doesn't matter. With our sensing holding it slightly dry, so if you press their witnesses on it and press them hard. Right, got it. Press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone at the restaurant, I'm sure of it. And in one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. Time to press them all they're worth. My fate depends on it. Okay, I pressed this.
Yes!
No, it's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of an
You just have to agree to disagree.
uniform
Such a
uniform officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this defendant. Alright.
It's fine.
Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Good for you, buddy.
No one can see.
Yeah, no one can fucking see it.
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
Yeah, of course not. You're wearing fucking glasses.
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did. So there you have it.
What kind of argument is what? Have what? John!
Like a Twitter argument.
Sound of... Consider this defendant ratio. Sound of a firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving that gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you?
Grrr.
And let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Sona Higurashi?
Uh-huh.
He didn't even say anything.
He didn't say anything.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad. That much I myself did see.
I want to press this too, because he said he wasn't even looking at him the first time.
Yeah, he said he wasn't looking.
Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the
Well,
culprit.
obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
God. I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Watson's feet, so I picked it up.
You didn't hear the gunshot?
Yeah. Exactly at that moment. Bang. Gunshot rang in my ears, so wait, was he killed by a different gun?
So was there another gun? Yeah, like, was there another gun?
Full of evidence.
Full of evidence beyond our control, life is.
Sorry, what do you mean?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing the foreigner.
Uh-huh.
Standing?
The only personnel present.
Sure about
Maybe
that?
we can press them for where they were. Exactly, like what tables they were at.
Yes!
I suppose so.
You must have noticed else something at Dr. Watson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As you have been taken at pains to point out time and again, I feel like growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Ugh. If only there'd been more people dining there at the time, then someone else must have noticed her. Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. And between lunch and dinner in any quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly 2 p.m. is neither here or there in terms of time to eat. Wait a second.
These people talk a lot.
Death occurred
Oh,
after
after
2
2 p.m.
p.m.
Yeah.
There's a reason for why the victim was eating at the time of day when why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
Uh-huh. What is that, Council?
Sooner.
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hara Clinic, yeah, that would appear to be an entry for the kid in question. It's a reference to Hari Clinic, I think, from the modern games.
Uh-huh.
19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
We'll see about that.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. I mean, why not, right? Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes.
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical record card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what?
On what grounds?
Um...
The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Objection! Whether or not there
I
are
like how
of,
we jump every time.
yeah, whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues, all possible electric avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request. It's like,
Smitten.
yeah.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Such a boomer.
I'm Sal Goldman, did you know you have rights? Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
How long do these cases go for?
I'm not sure, I don't know how long the first one lasts. I'm pretty sure it's the shortest.
How long we'll be streaming for?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try to go for 3 hours. I was gonna end it at 1, but now I'm kinda feeling better. I just don't want to jinx it. Also, I just noticed that
Yeah,
they have the attorney. He has the attorney's badge.
Yeah.
Headband.
On his
The scales are
yeah.
just like bigger than on the actual badge, I think.
yeah.
I've never noticed that when I was watching the playthrough of this originally. I guess it's like
Yeah.
it was more pixelated.
Yeah.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you.
Shut the fuck up.
Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt.
I should just have like the smosh, like, shut up!
Exactly.
A custom
Feel
explanation.
free to reiterate for the accused, Sono Higurashi.
like a custom exclamation. It's just says, shut
Yeah.
up.
I wish.
He was the Englishman dining all by himself. Okay. Let me
No, we don't need to read it
let me
again.
check this card. Can I examine this?
No, I don't think you can. You can only, like,
It was
present
found
it
in the
and you
victim's
can read
pocket. Hang on. Examine. No. I was wondering maybe he was shot
No.
through the pocket, but that's not it.
it. Nah.
Okay, let's... No, not in black uniform could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Okay, press. Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? Clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from
He's
the
not
professor.
gonna shut up about the woman.
Yeah. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's just not a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? So sorry? The waiter whose testimony the court heard
the
earlier
waiter.
clearly stated the same thing. To say that the victim was alone. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
Not the Phantom again. But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof.
Imagine like Rinosuke is psychic, he just can see ghosts. I see dead people, and then the ghost committed the murder.
To get revenge.
And if no such proof exists, prosecution that demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Or is there?
Excellent work, Rinosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well,
Have we?
yes. I don't think like we've done anything. But I don't feel like it changes
Doesn't
much.
feel like it's too much. We haven't gotten very far into
Yeah.
this, and it's already been like 2 hours.
Yeah. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. It also takes longer because we read everything.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report that you got before. Oh, can you like examine
Oh
it
right,
now?
we didn't examine it.
We couldn't. Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence can bear a magnifying glass. So the ones you may examine.
Look at them with your special eyes.
Yeah, you can perceive the twitches in the evidence. Press space and you can take a closer look at the pieces in question. Use up, down, left, right.
Use the Konami code.
Okay. So rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
Rotate it in your mind.
By using WASD,
Using was.
I hope there's like on-screen sliders I can use instead, because it's a bit annoying. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. The crosshairs start to pulsate.
Ooh.
Press space to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. Can I do that now?
Let's take a closer look at that stamp.
I still can't.
You can't?
Yeah. See if there's something new to be learned by examining in more detail. Alright, let's see what I can do. I need to use up, down, left, right with WASD and space to inspect every new inspect any
You gotta
areas
enter the Konami code if
Yeah.
you want to prove your innocence.
Konami code to get 30 extra strikes. Expect any areas of the events that look suspicious. Now I can do it. Oh, okay, so... Oh, okay.
I'm
I
rotating
can-
it in my mind.
I can also hold left click and rotate it that way. That's better. I can't acquire for every. I have to use the WASD. I can't like right click to move the
Right. Yeah.
crosshair around.
It's pulsating now. Mr. John Watson, Hotta Clinic.
It says Hara Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics.
I hate clinics. Wow,
Almost as
okay.
much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. Well, lucky.
Boo-hoo.
And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm, or I caused like 18th century medicine.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life. Most people would give their right arm
Exactly.
to have only had one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they will treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. Yeah, the obvious one is like at the back, but I want to see what else is here. We can't really examine this. This just probably says like no clues here. I can find anything out of place. Okay. This, okay, dentist Hara Clinic. Date.
Dentist, okay.
Why is the date like not visible? Looks like this medical report was first issued quite some time ago. It's probably a record of a long-term treatment. That's why. A family doctor, I imagine. Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then? Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine and give you painful injections. And then demand lots of money from you for the privilege. All when you're at your lowest ebb. EBB.
So true.
It's like, sure, this is not America. You sound like a model patient. You sound like a model
Eat your
patient.
hamburgers, Apollo.
Yeah. A bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only curse is very bitter. For
You got an
It's-
achievement.
yeah, you saw it. They didn't see it on the stream. What was the achievement?
Healthy
Healthy curiosity
I
for
think it is.
having thoroughly examined the medical report card inside and out, and in episode 1 of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Okay, we got an achievement, guys. There's just this obvious one. Okay. So this is right. Okay. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? Would seem so. Wouldn't that mean he couldn't eat the steak?
Yeah, why was he eating the steak if he had a tooth pulled out?
Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. But it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drinks besides water for 3 hours post-procedure. And he had that 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Right.
why did he have the steak again?
Really? So I guess that proves that the steak that was at his table was not his.
It was eaten as well, so like, there's no saying like, oh, he got the steak and then couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Someone was eating it. There was bites taken out of it.
Yeah. It was like, you want any steak bikes? Excellent, wow. The medical report card's
So breakfast at
information.
11.
Raw!
I'm a big boy. I need all the meat products. I'm a big boy. Can you do that? Hey.
Journal of dental work. On the day of the murder, the victim had undergone dental treatment, had been preferred from eating anything else. So there's probably I forgot already, but there's probably a statement that he was eating at the table. There's new information. I mean, if that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time to listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. I'm gonna get them and get their asses.
Just cringe, bitch.
Hang on. Skip that one. That myself I did
I think
see.
it's the picture. I think it's the picture you have to like make an objection on, because it shows the steak there.
Yeah, that or the medical bills. Yeah, dining all by himself. So present, and then I think this is what I need to do. Present this, because this seems to make sense.
I guess so, yeah.
He couldn't be dining
Yeah.
because he had a tooth taken out.
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah.
Music stops so you know it's right.
Yeah.
Well, I think, what do you... Oh, that's you.
About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer.
I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Runosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally, under the circumstances. Wow, good timing. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. So purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully, just say what you're thinking. Just YOLO it. Alright, thanks for the advice.
Oh, he does a stretch.
That's my turn. Sono Higurashi. This is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement... I love that. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
YOLO your way to the truth. Yeah, that's the tagline of the series.
So true. They had YOLO back in fucking
Yeah.
ancient Japan.
Maya at one point says, like, you only live life once. It's YOLO with 2 L's. Sorry, what?
Good lord.
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But I like how forward
Let's
he
see
leans.
if I can explain in words you might understand.
What'd you say?
I like how forward he leans when he's like on the desk.
Yeah.
It's like
It
almost.
was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
Or is it?
Dude was a doctor.
I
He
turned
would.
it into a Wendy's barbecue
Yeah.
sauce packet.
Yeah. He was a doctor too. Like he would know to not like fuck with what a dentist tells you.
Yeah.
but that's
Sure. It's like a cat purring.
Yeah. Remember, it's okay. You don't have to use clever language or fancy
Stupid.
words.
You will get owned.
Just make your point.
You cringe bitch.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. I want to go and get my afternoon Starbucks.
I'm going to McDonald's. Hmm.
Unhappy meal, please. Witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise.
They just released new Minion toys.
This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I only ate like 2 little pieces of bread at 9.
I'm sneaky leaving a snack in between like bits of dialogue.
Sneaking some snacks.
there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could...
Okay.
Oh, you skipped the dialogue.
No, that was
Sorry.
it's auto skipped.
Oh, he interrupts him. Okay.
He didn't do a
That's
pussy
funnier.
slam this time.
Yeah, he's getting the hang of it.
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst have petrified me, boy.
Yeah, good. Be scared.
Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
I feel like that popped the microphone a bit.
Nah, it's fine. It's like Bubsy.
I
What
wanted
could
to be
possibly go wrong? Perhaps because Hara Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is it supposed to mean something to me? I lost all my teeth.
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
Oh,
What's this now?
What's that tooth? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating.
oh,
What are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what?
I don't listen to orders.
What am I, a soldier? So, it's all written up in here. It's all written up in here. No further drink. No further drink other than the water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No! That can't.
Owns all of you, that's what it means.
Sana Higurashi.
Uh-oh. This is truly an epic fail. What, boy? What?
As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No.
Oh.
Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. Oh,
And
okay.
who was phone?
But you
He
cannot
did the big slam again.
Yeah, but with a different animation this time.
Yeah.
But you cannot. That cannot possibly be the case.
Okay, now it's his turn to grr.
Yeah.
He has a TARDIS pin on his lapel.
Oh yeah, because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted, and he was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. I think this is the objection
Anesthetic.
theme. Yeah, anesthetic.
Yeah.
Arrgh! Expertly done,
Expertly
partner.
done, partner. You can see the baby.
Nice work, partner.
What? What is this nonsense? You little upstart.
Real boy, tell him.
I got this new dance for y'all called the For You, Joe Boy.
These are baseless accusations. Fuck. These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence.
That makes me laugh.
You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Yes.
Yes.
Objection. Use your head.
You ding dong.
That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
Ooh, get him.
You big dumb melon head.
You bitch.
How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
He was
Wouldn't you
waiting for
agree?
that pun. He
Yeah.
was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it. Wouldn't you agree, Ariansuke? Yes, most definitely. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum.
Then who was phoned?
Who in fact was eating the pictured beefsteak? God, I wanna fucking
Me.
eat steak
It was
so
me.
much. It was
I
me.
was hungry.
I was chomping the little bitsies.
Please forgive me. I was hungry.
I was hungry. The court will hear the
Your
opinion
Honor.
of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Your Honor, in my defense, I was just a little hungry. I wanted a little snack.
And Ariansuke, well actually, after I picked up the gun, I was a little hungry from my coffee, so I took a few bites.
I took a bite of the gun.
And the cousin was
Crunchy.
like, excuse me.
Wait a minute, that wasn't in the script.
Wait. What is this improv you're doing? Alright, the answer to the question is going to be pivotal. I should save again.
Yo, pivot! I
Yeah.
love pivot.
It auto
Yes,
saves,
save
but
it.
just in case, because I don't know when exactly it
Yeah.
auto saves, because I don't see the
Mhm.
icon. I think it's usually before cross examination. Okay, this is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Show me
Got
what
it.
you
So,
Show me your moves.
person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been me.
Me! I was hungry.
I almost want to say it, but
Like
I'm
the
probably
third
gonna be
party.
penalized.
Yeah,
penalized
say,
it.
third party.
The two witnesses at once.
Yeah, they were hungry. They just wandered over there to have a little bit of a snack.
Yep. Obviously, can only
Slam.
have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. You'll not let this go, will you?
Let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes!
Everyone was hungry
Yes.
for a little steak.
There was, because I saw her.
Because I said so, bitch.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim could have been eating anything. Here we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table.
He
Therefore,
didn't jump that time.
yeah, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it.
It was me, I was hungry.
We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witnesses' testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, I'll cut you down. We will lodge a formal
I'm
complaint.
reporting you.
I'm reporting you to the admin. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly. Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government.
Don't worry, Cancel. I have
I
no
would,
issue with
bitch.
you.
What do you mean?
I have issues with them, the two witnesses in the stand.
Those cringe bitches.
Yeah.
What?
What are you talking about? You have demonstrated with the evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury, you know, the very real thing in Ace Attorney.
Exactly.
Perjury? Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Oh shit.
Oof. Complicit in the murder?
There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
Orders to be a little bitch.
That's right.
That's right.
As the man says.
Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He started shaking again.
Yeah. What?
He knows he fucked up.
What did you say,
Uh-oh.
Sono Higurashi?
Stinky.
Oh, no.
Fuck. Gonna shatter that vase. You were just following orders?
No, hold on, lad. I was,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean a gentlewoman? What's a gentlewoman? You saw the victim with a lady from overseas.
Lady from overseas.
What?
What is the meaning of all of this? These witnesses gave false statements?
I totally didn't know that.
Is this true, you pair?
Hey, Pear.
Shut up.
Just one
just told one
simple
little lie.
slip of the tongue.
It was just a little lie for online.
Yeah. Order. Council, explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Oh.
He smacked.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
It was me.
Well,
That's classified.
I was pulling on his mustache.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aochi had any idea about it. Oh. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It can only have been the government, the military, or the candlestick maker. The police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who that might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make it to the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
It was
Of
me.
course, we'll need evidence before make any firm accusations. As that proves whoever it was really
Now
did
you
wield it,
Or-
his or her power here. But how can you possibly remember how we made progress before? Examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh yes, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? Yeah, business card maybe. Can I do that at this stage? Because he was
Can
like
you?
sweating to presenting it. I can't turn it around. I don't think. Let's wait a second. I can.
Yeah, it's pulsing, look.
Oh.
Oh, you can read the back. Uh-oh.
Well, that's unexpected. What is? Look, do you see it says on the witness's name here, Satoru Hosonaga? Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. It's sort of the point. It's not a name that's unexpected, it's his job title. His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea.
Inspector Gadget.
He's Inspector Gadget all alone. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it to somehow here. Okay, Hosonaga is a police inspector. Okay. Back. Right, okay. We need to re-examine anything and make sure there was nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want
Did we just do
answers.
that?
Yeah, we already did that. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything else. If it's proven that the witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Oh, that's a new sprite. Or animation.
Wait, Your Excellency,
He's like pleading.
I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
I like how in this one actually they actually do show like case files on the desk. I didn't notice that before, but they never show
Yeah.
that on Ace Attorney games.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah. So I was just watching the sweat like oozing out from the middle of his forehead. And what does the defense have to say about all this, well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. Yeah, it's Hosonaga, probably. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is right.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think it
only
would be
29.
like the professor or whatever.
No, yeah, it would be him.
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga. Hosonaga, the waiter who took the stand earlier?
Poppycock. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
Poppycock.
For once, I would agree with you. But I'm not. If that is, the man truly were a waiter.
Oh.
What? If he truly were?
Come on, Ryunosuke, time to hit this court with the truth. Time to let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, it's this.
Yes.
Yes. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. For a second I thought that was the wrong thing. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
You mean the front of the card?
Yeah. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, it's the front of the card. It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. So would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hasanaga
This
sketched
cringe bitch.
Hasanaga sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of this business card. Yeah.
He doesn't know, chat. LMAO.
The front of the business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession? Oh, that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
Why? I guess Pain never really gets told anything
Yeah.
in any game.
Figure it out, asshole.
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Hold it.
Waiter came back, I assume.
Ah, okay. Inspector
It's
Hasanaga.
Inspector Hasanaga. He is a bench too. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. That's why he was all sweaty.
Yeah. I'm glad we're flashing back to this. For some reason when I got penalized,
Yeah.
I can no longer like skip ahead in the text.
Oh, yeah, probably to stop people from like
Yeah.
missing shit by accident.
Yeah, I mean it was working before then. But when I got penalized, it stopped like auto progressing.
Yeah.
Maybe I can check that in the options or something. Was skip is set to got set to off for some reason.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Yes, I remember now. Okay, now it works. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly, my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
My glasses have a light switch.
So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
No. But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Of course your salary must be... I was working undercover. Oh.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Undercover? Okay, I guess...
Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Is that at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge.
This is a trial. If anything classified
Isn't
should
that kind
come
of
out...
important?
If anything classified should come
However,
out, it would be
I can
on the
state
trial.
categorically they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well done, Inspector Hasanaga.
H-M-M-M-M.
But you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses before you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that indeed is true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
Well, you better believe it.
As I suspected. bang. Where's flashback to this again? I don't know.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
So the truth comes out.
Because Bruno Mars is gay. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the borough.
It was... oh.
It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this Englishwoman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
Oh yeah?
What, and it would be a good idea to frame this kid as the killer? Okay. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect?
That's what the British do, they just shank each other.
Exactly. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. I don't care. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And as far as I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory is a young English woman. What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
He's just tugging at his
Oh,
mustache.
this is like a tension theme.
Yeah. You mean...
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
By the way, do you have like water with you as well?
Yeah, I do. Why?
Okay, good. Because this is a lot of reading.
I went and refilled my water bottle when you did.
Yeah, I forgot. It's been a
Fine.
while ago as well. Yeah, the court
okay.
demands you that you name the lady in the question at once, Inspector. But that's an imposter.
My water bottle has 27 ounces of food. That's pretty good.
It just has like a gauge? Okay, I didn't expect that.
Oh, it does? I don't see it.
I mean, you just said like the exact...
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
has like... No, it doesn't have a gauge, but it has a measurement on it. Anyway,
Okay.
the English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yuma University's medical facility.
What? What is happening here?
Sorry, I skipped ahead a little early.
That's okay. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. I order these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
I'll allow it. Very well, my thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency! That would be missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. Will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Get him.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with utmost urgency. At once, Your
Excellency.
Okay.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
Sucks.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem?
He's done. Fist? Nothing will get in my way.
And he just flips you off.
Occupational hazard.
Yeah. Court will adjourn briefly. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Oh, Your Excellency.
He's a broken man.
Good. Then we'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. And it's a good time for a break as well, because I need to go to the bathroom. Because I've drank so much water. This is probably going into trial ladders, and I'm pretty sure that woman is the killer, so...
Yeah.
Probably
Yay,
reaching...
I get supposed to kill her.
Yeah. Can you do a British accent?
Of course I can, I'm Australian.
Oh, of course.
It's Tuesday, innit?
Okay, we're gonna have a BRB. Alright.
I will finish my snack in the meantime, I guess.
Okay.
I should.
See you in a few minutes. God, I really hope this fan isn't loud. I just like you said, I can take a nap. Yeah, probably we're not gonna be playing for much longer. It's like maybe for like less than 30 minutes. Ugh.
Yeah, we should find a spot to take a break after the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It's almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. We're drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight before I knew it. You started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Ha ha ha. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Watson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, and like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. Oh shoot. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, then on the floor next to Dr. Watson's table. I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up, I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot came from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. He bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system
You're
even
doing
more
the
so.
same pose.
Yeah. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference, lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma. Well then, looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier in the morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Watson was a visiting professor at UMA, and it was I who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're able to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at its disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that your pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you.
Hey, pair.
Hey, pair. Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma. She just disappeared. What happened?
Yeah. Defendant Naruhodo! Code recess is over. Please make your way back inside the quorum at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner.
Yeehaw!
Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before these old fossils know what's hit them.
Bro, that's so ageist.
Kazuma, that's ageist.
A little bit problematic of you, partner.
What? Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure that Oleg have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Aw. Coming from you, that means a lot. I'm found guilty in this trial. He's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. It's the kind of true friend he is. So if this isn't my battle, isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then, I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. He's so nice.
He's hungry.
Everyone's hungry.
Not me, I had last time.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do for like 20 more minutes.
Sure.
Court hereby resumes the trial of Rinosuke Naruhodo.
Don't talk about food, Kazuma, it makes me hingy.
Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Sub-penis.
Subpoena your witness?
Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Oh, sorry.
Why are you saying sorry? He deserves it. He's a bitch.
Let the government scrutinize, that's their job, it's nothing to worry about.
Kazuma.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down at our nation founders?
Again,
Sure, I
terribly
wouldn't care.
sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then that treaty isn't the paper it's written on.
Damn.
You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial,
Yeah,
anxiety over some
fucking
foreign
bifrost.
government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. This is what our nation's justice system is. Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up! You jumped up, Ricky boy! You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I won't deny that I'm no expert, I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too.
He's
But
so
stand-
hard on himself.
But standing here, I realize there's one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all.
Damn.
What?
Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little...
You little brats!
Thank you, Council. This court is now the pinnacle of our nation's justice system. It exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand.
Oh boy.
The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes,
Yes.
Your Excellency!
Here we go. Oh,
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh god.
okay.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea, someone bring English tea. In English, no discussions take place without tea.
Oh god. So she's like Dahlia Hawthorne?
I guess. Is that true?
She hasn't even said anything and I feel like she is.
Yeah. No idea.
So, ahem.
Pain always simps. Yeah, there he is simping.
Could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, it's it.
My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at La Carnival.
Yes, we all know about you already.
God, you're gonna be voicing so many people. Inspector Hosonaga, what are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true?
Is that true?
No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. Said your powers of observation
you're a
are the
bitch.
one thing you're sure of. Oh yes, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description of this amazing sight was simply a woman.
Yeah, the amazing sight of a fucking swan on her head. Wow.
What does she have on her back? Like the free yellow? I don't know. It's like a paw
I
print.
don't know. She looks like a fucking, like, Regice Kajinka.
Yeah. Sorry, Ryunosuke, but
Is it
powers
like
of
Reggie
observation
does?
aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. I don't think he has per se guilty.
Yeah.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Oh boy. Oh!
Very British.
I can't read that.
I can't read that either.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
She's speaking cursive.
She's speaking English.
I need to do the like most posh accent I can for her.
Yeah. She is speaking English. It's
in
just
English for eyes.
everyone else is probably speaking Japanese right now.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
What?
You what, mate?
Okay.
Speaking in cursive as well.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun to watch.
Oh boy. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. Oh, I guess she doesn't speak Japanese, that's why.
Yeah.
She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled at the May University's medical faculty.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people.
Spent almost 7 minutes just trying to get her name.
Yeah. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
Okay. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. Haha, you'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you, you've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Rinsuke.
Damn, I thought I was gonna get to do a fucking funny accent, but no.
The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Watson, at the time. Is that correct? Okay.
He says yes.
All that for yes. Yeah. This could take some time. So you know she's studying here in Japan. She can't speak any Japanese.
I'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately.
Okay. Can we confirm this? Interesting, when you're alone, who engineered her escape? Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape.
I was just following special orders from the borough.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
Oh yeah, I don't know what I was waiting for.
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean to say...
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Oh my god, that fucking outfit.
Yeah. Order! Order in the court!
He didn't say the court, he said court.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Okay, how is this gonna look like? I don't remember.
Oh god.
Frightening, sorrowful sight. Aha.
Yeah, I think there's some holes in there. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Watson that day.
I wouldn't even press her statements.
That would be funny. The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
Yes!
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
No, I didn't have any... I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
Quiet, you filthy
you
wretch.
filthy wretch!
Oh yeah. Also, how could she know he was having an argument if she can't understand Japanese?
She seems to understand Japanese because of the things they've been saying. She's been responding to it without needing a translation.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Anyway.
Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard, and look at this snow-white angel.
I mean, Hosonaga has been like whispering into her ear.
Yeah, but she has responded to things without like needing them to be translated first, and then
she knows Japanese.
Then she whispers to him.
Yeah.
So she knows Japanese, but she can't speak it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
Ugh. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded and sus like that. That's the lesson you need to learn.
When you're being sussy.
Ugh, but he's so annoying.
So true. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go.
Yeah, it was decided. This time the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however.
Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there was nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. Really?
Oh yeah.
I think that fucking hat.
Fucking ass
I think
tail.
that hat looks. That hat and the fucking like skirt bustle.
Yeah.
Looking pretty sussy.
You could fit an entire fucking dinner inside that hat. I would think she would could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
So true.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
Wonder if that swan is alive.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide the gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
Ah, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress. What?
Ooh.
I could prove it.
Okay.
Don't think about doing anything rash or risky. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun hidden there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Sussy grin. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Here we go.
Can we press her fucking...
I wonder, yeah. Okay, they're not there.
No, I only can press Hosonaga.
Yeah, so why was the stick at his side?
Press the argument, I guess, because they
Yeah.
didn't have an argument.
I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over and to say hello.
Please, don't get angry with me.
No, I wasn't directing that return at you. I meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor.
I'm afraid afraid your words are in vain.
Sorry?
Miss Britt does not appear to speak Japanese.
No.
No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. English is the future. We must... Oh, Sopiku.
Oh god, no.
Supiku English. Okay. I see what they did.
I didn't want to read that out loud.
I wonder if the prosecution will
Get
feel
him.
that way forever, or only in the presence of that beautiful woman, Well, I guess beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. We have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. I probably have to object with the picture somewhere. Anyway, it seems that after the
Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat.
That part ties in with what you said, doesn't it? Yes, I still had some coffee to drink.
Coffee, Cheetos, chicken.
And the time we got up after that was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave. She's smiling again.
Smug.
And shot him right before my eyes. He was shot... Wait, I think I have to object here, because he was facing away from the table and she was probably sitting at the table, right?
Yeah.
I'll
guess
save
so.
just in case.
Yeah.
I'll press just in case.
Yes!
Yeah. Yes.
Like I said, I did not shoot that gun.
It's bullshit.
like I said,
did
there's
not
no-
shoot them. I did not.
There's no point repeating that assertion over and over. I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Smack.
All I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time, the highly suspicious lady in the stand.
Will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Dirty.
Yeah, you filthy.
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy.
Oh boy. It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
Oh, I assure you, it's quite based.
What nonsense!
The lady is merely stating what she saw.
This is already an international incident as far as I am concerned anyway.
I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
Oh, we have 5 strikes again this time.
Oh, we do. I guess I get restored.
Yeah. Right before my eyes. Yeah, I feel like something's with the... Either the crime scene in it, either the... Is the business card or the photograph? I'll try the photograph.
Yes!
Oh, that's wrong. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, the music kept going.
Let's just reload.
Oh, let's... I must not have penalty, I must not... Alright, we can skip through the...
Let's try this.
Yes!
Yeah, okay. It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely, I verified it personally.
I verified it personally.
Okay, sorry.
It's fine.
You verified it?
Yeah, verify Venus. Yes, immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not."
I'm not. That's all you did? You
It's
just asked
bullshit,
her?
I did not.
Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector.
No.
Why on
I
earth
guess I
not?
can read out, I guess I can read out the dialogue that he quotes from her.
Yeah.
The honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Hang on a second. No, there's nothing I can see except like... Not sure what that is.
I think it's the blast.
Yeah. Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps. If we object now, like find a contradiction, that's gonna be probably the end of the stream.
Will.
Yeah, fair.
But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts.
He wants evidence. Ugh.
Lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave.
Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there.
Not get her out of there, I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime, which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course.
What can we do that would prove that, she hid a gun? I can't really find anything right now. Maybe I have to press more on something else.
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up.
Up.
You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
So he's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him. Which is an out-of-out, totally unfounded lie. Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from the Great Britain. Stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in dull black school uniform. Wow.
You're an ugly bitch.
Just exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons.
Ribbons make me cool.
Well, anyway, our new chance is to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. Can't do that, the trial is over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. Only too well, I feel half dead already. In fact, I can't see a single
Killing him with
inconsistency.
psychic beams.
Single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. First thing to do is to press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you. Okay. Do that and an opening will present itself, I promise you. I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind a mask. That's why I should
exotic.
Yeah. Exotic butters. Okay. I guess press this. Just press everything. After 2 PM in fact. That's really quite a late launch, is it? Isn't it?
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue. Isn't that right?
An unforgettable luncheon. Oh.
No.
Oh, she's now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
A decisive English no has quite a sting to it.
The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So, it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together.
But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right.
That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
So they went together for some reason?
such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is.
Oh, let me try something. Filters.
People die when they are killed.
Yeah. What's the threshold like? Do -28.
What are you doing?
Trying to set out the limiter so maybe the fan noise wouldn't be heard.
Oh, yeah, fair. I mean, I haven't been able to hear it at all.
Okay, if you couldn't... I think this is worse actually, hang on.
Because now it's like sticking to -30. But if you can't hear it, then they probably can't hear it as well. Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
So you both arrive at the restaurant, what happened next?
The professor wasn't able to eat, so I ordered for myself a beefsteak.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes.
He was unable to eat, you say? You mean the fan? If because if yes, then I can hear it. Ah, shit. That's not gonna be fun to listen to. I hope it's not just loud.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? Seems so, yes.
Seems so. Yes, she'd heard the professor was to have some dental treatment.
So I mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying event.
For the future streams, I might have to have like some sort of like filter for the background noise. Exactly as it was left.
Yeah, why was...
Dear me, what a harrowing experience to have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
Gosh, shut up.
Good lord.
The victim, Dr. Watson, had
Shut
nothing to eat or
up.
drink at all. Okay, so the table is wrong.
That's right.
Other than
Other than some carbonated water.
Hang on, is there water pictured?
Yes.
I don't think I can...
No, go to the other picture. There's another picture of the scene after. You see?
I guess... Yeah, could
Yeah,
be...
that's the water.
Okay.
The bottle next to it is, yeah.
Just water?
Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. Hang on.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
see
only
two
one
glasses.
glass. Yeah, that's contradictory.
Very meaningful.
Miss Brett, it's a profound meaning bearing on this case. Well, how...
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing? Hmm?
I don't know.
IDK.
Significance of a statement will become apparent when the time is right. Defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Gladly, she said.
That was brilliant, Cousin Meyer. I'm going to remember that one. Which one? The significance will
remember that
become
in my
apparent when the
cringe
time is right. Could really use that phrase. Useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryusuke. Okay,
I
yeah.
ordered beefsteak for myself, and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I have to present this.
Yep.
Yes!
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. But that was easy.
That's it.
Animation.
Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print.
Look at this photograph.
It's just a short while ago you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. And it was exactly as it was left.
That is correct.
The lady says.
Well, it's It's odd, very odd.
Dear me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself.
Ugh. Ryunosuke, what is it about a print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers.
The cheers?
Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's the truth, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah. Ah, you're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Objection. Minute, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence?
Of course not. I would never do something so reckless.
There should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try to tell me you can clink with only just 1?
I can because I'm special.
Yeah. You're quite right.
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Sussy.
Inspector, what did the lady say?
Gadget.
What it's...
It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table.
What?
It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying.
Didn't she say she wanted to stay and assist? Good gracious.
She wanted to leave, right?
Like, she said before
She
that,
wanted to leave for her fucking presentation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice.
There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes.
He murdered this lady's luncheon.
Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray?
A lot of people, I think. That's absurd.
Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable young and beautiful woman of mischief?
She was actually mischievous, Your Honor. What? No, no, no. This can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. Okay. And before the next testimony starts, we'll call it here.
Yeah. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. Oh, really?
A handbag, you say? So you could conceal a weapon.
Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning,
With
but
logic.
in the end, it comes to nothing.
Okay.
No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already.
Alright, let's stop here.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because I need to BRB, but it wouldn't make sense at this point. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's save here. And that's gonna be it for now.
Alright, yeah, fair.
You're probably tired as well.
I am tired.
Yeah. So
I'll let you save before
a
you
lot
go
of
to
talking. Okay. Save again. Alright.
double save because I don't trust you.
Alright, that's gonna be it for this stream. I can't believe I actually lasted the 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like falling asleep. So yeah, I'll have a schedule for you next week, and yeah, it should be more consistent from now on. So yeah, but the AC Journey stream will probably take place on Sunday around this time.
Might
So
take a while too.
yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming, and I'll see you some other time. See ya.